Hi guys, Max Perez from Digital Octopus. Today we have a new video for you guys. This is a full review of the DOS-1015 Plus. So follow me and let's get started. All right, guys, so here we are inside the car, and just so you guys know, there are two models of this DOS. There's the DOS basic one, the DOS 1015 basic, which is the one that does not allow you to connect any cameras to it. In this case, this is the Plus version, which will have these two harnesses, right? So the DOS basic will come with the USB in case you need to do a system install or software upgrade. This is how we would do it, right? So basically this will be the basic, right? But like I said, this is the Plus, so we are gonna have another harness, a second harness, which will actually come with 4 wires. This harness has 2 inputs, but it will eventually have 4 when you get yours. And this is because originally we were only gonna have 2 cameras, but I opted to have 4 cameras instead, in case you want to do left, right, front, and back. Right now it's only set to right and front, so we're just gonna go ahead and install this one for now, and then it's the same process as the one you're gonna get. So we're gonna go ahead and plug this in. So I'm just gonna go ahead and plug my factory harness in, which is this one right here, and I'm gonna plug it right in just like that. You should hear it clip in, and that's it. All right, so now that the installation is complete, we're gonna just go ahead and drop the system in. And in order to do that, make sure that we have this plastic part out here. And if you want to see also a full installation, there's one on our website in digitaloctopusradio.com, and then you can find it on YouTube as well. So here we are. We're just gonna go ahead and drop this in right over here. This goes under here, then the 2 screws go down here and 2 screws up here, and then we could drop our trimming. I'm not gonna put any screws on right now, just because I'm gonna take this off again and create other videos that I need to do. So we just drop in our frame. Everything's gonna be nice and tight. So here's a quick tip for you guys. So if you have your steering wheel closer to, so you can have more access to this area, just push down on the level, right? And then just pull your steering wheel up towards you and then down, and it'll give you plenty of space so you can play back here. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on. As you can see, fast load up, and it'll load up in about 2-3 seconds. That logo that came up is our company logo. You can change that, of course, to whatever logo you want. There are gonna be more tutorials on how to do that later on. So let's start with the system itself here. So now my engine is off, so that's why I got that check engine. I have my turn signal on, that's what it was on. So there's right, there is left. So let's go dive into the system, and let's start from scratch. So I'm gonna go ahead and go to our trip info. So this is the trip info, and for trip info, of course, you have how many miles you have on the car. You have trip A, trip B, and you could actually reset that to a 0, so you can see how many miles, just like in your original OEM cluster. All you have to do is press set and clear on your turn signal stick, and then just press OK. As you can see, it's gonna go to 0. Average fuel consumption right now is 9.1. This is really bad, but that's because I've been parked this whole time, and I had the car running here, and it just doesn't move, so it's not an accurate reading. This one you could also reset by holding the set and clear button, and I'll press OK. Next is DTE, and DTE is basically how many miles your car can run on the gas that it has on the fuel tank right now. Average speed is 0 and travel time is 7 minutes and 11 seconds. Of course, like I said, this is not accurate because I haven't used my car. Once you start using your car, all these numbers are going to change and it's going to adjust itself to the way you're driving. So, for example, when the first speedometer came out, the ZM1086 came out, people were getting the first time they read it was like 600 miles, which is impossible in a Camaro, but you have to give it time, you know. So once you do that, a second fill up or you run a couple of miles, it's going to adjust to the way you're driving and it's going to give you an accurate reading here. And this is the real-time menu. The real-time menu will show you the voltage on your car. Right now is really low because all my doors are open. The car's been sitting here for a while, and this hasn't been turned on. Oil pressures, oil temperature, automatic transmission temperature, coolant temperature, and oil life. So we're gonna go back, and we're gonna go to TPMS info, and right now I just started the TPMS learning, so when I start running, these numbers will be accurate. Right now it shows 200 psi. This one shows 65,000. Obviously that's not it, but once you start running, it's gonna give you the accurate number. I'm gonna go back and let's go into settings. In settings we have styles, which I'm gonna do first. So we have 3 different styles, and what I like about this system over the ZM1086 is that this system, we have the ability to change these backgrounds to custom backgrounds in the future, and you'll be able to upload your own pictures up here. So if you want to put your logo, if you want to put your own car, you can do it yourself here. So this way we don't have to worry, oh, we don't have a green car with pink stripes. Doesn't matter. If you put your own car there, and it'll show up right here. And yeah, green car with pink stripe doesn't sound very good looking, but you know, everybody has their own taste. So, all right, so we have our classic mode, and that's what it's gonna show right there. And again, you have your parking signal here. So if I change gears, it will show me what gears on the car. And we're gonna go back to park. We have our light. It says auto. That just means that my light switch is on auto, and we could toggle that on and off if we go to the knob down here. But that just says that when you're driving, your auto lights are on and it'll come on, you know, when it needs to come on. Right here we have our RPMs, and of course the image of the cars back there. And down here, as you can see, is the cruise control. I'm gonna turn it off, turn it back on so you guys can see. Battery, doors open right now. So that's gonna show right there. So I'm gonna go back to the menu again by clicking menu. So now we'll click on sport, and sport is the menu that we actually started on. And again, this one will show you your revolutions, and in real big it will show you the speed that you're driving at. Again, your car is going to be displayed here, and then all the lights are going to come up here. Next one is comfort, and comfort is another theme that we have here, and this one is for your miles per hour. You're going to be able to see that here. Your image will come here. In some videos you guys seen it that I had Bumblebee here, but of course we can't sell it like that. So that was on my personal car, but you, like I said, you will be able to change this yourself to whatever you want. And again, here is our RPMs. We have our lights displayed differently. And then I think that's it for this one, and we'll head back. Then we're gonna go into language. So now we have our languages, and these are all the different languages there is. And back. General settings, we're gonna click on that. So daytime brightness is how bright we want the speedometer to be during the day. So we could bring that up. and we can bring it down. I'm actually going to bring it down just because it looks better on the camera to halfway. And it is really bright. Even if you have a convertible, you shouldn't have a problem seeing the image on the screen. Unit system is for imperial or metric. So of course, if you pick metric, it's going to give you kilometers. So if you're overseas, you're in Canada where you guys use kilometers, you can change it there. And then imperial is what we use in the United States, so it would change to miles per hour. And you can see it also here change on the odometer, and you see the temperature change as well. So I'm gonna go ahead and put that back. Interconnection, most likely this is gonna go away, but it's in there. And right now what it is basically Apple CarPlay displays right here. The thing is that you cannot display Apple CarPlay on this screen and on your radio at the same time. So it's kind of like, yeah, you know, you could run your map, and that's pretty much it, since it's not a touchscreen. And having a touchscreen is super dangerous in here. We're not gonna go into that. So most likely this is gonna go away, or it might just stay. But you know, you will need a separate phone just to run your map. It's more of a gimmick, you know, to have your map running up here. Front view and right view. So this is where the menu is gonna be. If you want to turn on your front camera, your rear camera, right or left. Right now we're only set to 2 because it hasn't been upgraded, and that's gonna be coming in the future. That you'll be able to expand to 4 cameras. So right now we have our front and right, and then I'll show you how that works in a little bit. We're gonna go to the next one, which is vehicle color, and we have our vehicle colors here, and we could change those by turning on the knob. And we have white, we have gray, red, blue, black, and yellow. And let's go back. Overspeed warning. This is in case you want to be reminded if you're speeding. Basically, you know, so you could just go through here, and that's it right there. I'm gonna turn that off. Next one is warning sound. This is the sound that is gonna give you when you are speeding if you have the other the overspeed warning on. Outside temperature, we could turn that on, and right now it says 81 degrees, or we could turn it off. It's up to you. I'll leave it on. And then back. Next we have factory settings. We don't have anything for this yet. Version is where you'll be able to read what version you're on. So if you need to know if you need to upgrade with a newer date, you will know. And it basically shows it here, like the way it's dated. It says 08/07/2024. So it was August 7th of 2024. That's when I upgraded the launcher, and then the other stuff was in the other dates there. Protocol upgrade. We're gonna leave that alone because we're not upgrading anything right now. And usually when you plug in your USB, it will automatically upgrade by itself. So let's go back, and that's pretty much it for the menu. Now I'm gonna show you the features that the Plus system has, which is the cameras, which is the really cool thing. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and turn my car on. This way we can see the front camera in action. So now when I put my car into drive, as you can see here, it will show the display camera in the front. This way when you're driving, you'll be able to see it has great night vision, really nice, just like the Cadillacs, the new ones that are out that have that same features. The other ones will eventually work when you turn on your turn signal. It's gonna turn into the camera wherever your turn signal is. If you go on reverse, it's gonna show the backup camera, of course. And that's pretty much it as far as the camera. So now I'm gonna show you guys how the Apple CarPlay works with the DOS-1015 Plus. But before we do that, I'm gonna jump into the other settings, the other setup, so you can see how those work. So we're gonna go into sport, And again, if we are on park, and then when we drive and we put our car on drive, our camera will activate, and this one will activate the full screen here. And this will stay on for about 10 to 15 seconds. If you want it to stay on while you're driving, all you have to do is press down the menu button and leave it pressed, and it will show up just like that. And you could deactivate it by pressing the menu button again. I'm gonna go to the third one, which is comfort. Same option here. When we put the car into drive, you'll get the camera on display here and your speedometer here. Let me show you the last feature, and it's how to get CarPlay into your system to show up here. So we're gonna go into interconnection. We're gonna turn it on. I'm gonna go back out, and then now we're gonna go to our phone, and you should see a signal come in under Bluetooth, and it'll say Camaro, which is that one right there. I'm gonna click on that. The device will pair. It says connected, and it says if you want to connect to CarPlay, and that'll be yes. So once it connects, your system will change here, as you can see. So now there's CarPlay there. The only thing it's like I mentioned is this is not a touch screen, so you won't be able to activate anything from here, and it's dangerous to do so. So the way you could run the apps from here is by going into your phone and opening, for example, maps. And when you type in an address in your map, and we're just gonna put one here, any address on my phone, and I'm just gonna press go. Directions. Once you have your directions set on your phone, I just put any random address. I'm gonna press go, and then there it should pop up on your screen. So we have put our directions where we want to go. There it is. So now we have our Google Maps on the screen. So now we're in our maps, and now if I want to go back to my menu, all I have to do is turn the knob forward, and it'll go to the car menu. This way I can change the style that I want. So if I want to go ahead and change any settings while the CarPlay is on, you could do it here. So I'm gonna use sport, and I'm gonna turn the knob again up, and that should open up my, there it is. So now we have a full screen of the map right there. Again, I'm using a second phone, not the phone that's in there, and this call coming in right now, so I'm gonna just pause the video. And all right guys, so this is it for today's video. This was the DOS-1015 Plus that you can find on digitaloctopusradio.com. You can follow us on Instagram, hit that like button, subscribe to our channel so you can see all the parts and gadgets we have for your 2010 to 2015 Camaro and 6th generation Camaro products coming soon. So stay tuned, and I'll catch you on the next one.